Welcome back to 10 Acres and a Dream.
Today we've got a wood chipper. So I picked this up. I'll tell you why here in a minute. Just a heads up. So I've got a lot of these piles of brush right here and one back there to run through this thing. Trish will be helping me, but she'll be going a little slow. Trish, why is that?
Well, I got a little full of myself, and anyway, I broke my femur and my collarbone.
How'd you do that?
Well, I like to ride motorcycles and things like that, and that's what happened. I flipped and, well, I broke 2 bones. Big bones.
So no more motorcycles for a while. Anyway, so she's hobbling around a little bit, but making a good recovery. So here is what we have. When I sit up, let me show you this. We like to sit up there on our deck and have lunch and look out over the water and everything. This corner down here has always been messy, just full of vines and just
debris.
Yeah, and there's nothing I've been able to do with it. It's very boggy. Let me show you right here. So like, here we go right here. So I've got standing water in low spots, not all of it. So I thought, well, I'll come down here. It was real thick. I'm going to cut some of this brush down, and I'm going to pile all this stuff up on the ground and let it rot. Well, that wasn't a great idea, because now I'm looking at even a worse eyesore, and it's going to be here for 2 or 3 years before it rots. So I thought, okay, bad move. Came down here, drug most of this stuff back out, and I thought, I sure would like to pile some topsoil or something over here where I could at least get the bush hog back here, or even walk back here with a weed eater with a brush cutter on it and cut this stuff as it grows up. Right now, I mean, step in a hole and it, you know, your boot gets stuck in the mud. It's just a mess. I can't get the tractor back here because if I come down past about right here, it gets stuck. It's so soft. And I didn't want to haul, you know, load after load out there by hand. And the only other thing I could think of was if I get a chipper, run this debris through it, it will throw it out into it and save me all of the work. So as a general rule, I wouldn't think chippers are really a worthwhile investment for people on a farm. It is so much faster to burn it, or just push it up in a ditch or a pile somewhere and let it rot, than having to go through the hassle of running it through the chipper. However, I guess this is one exception where it makes sense to do it. At least it did for me. Run a little test through there and it seems to work fine. So there's a learning curve on what you can put through it and how much and what speed and adjustments and all that. So I'm figuring all that stuff out, but that's kind of what we've got going on right here. This one is set up for, it'll do up to 6-inch logs. My tractor's not powerful enough to run 6 inches through it, so my limit's supposed to be 4 inches. And of course, some of that's going to depend on type of wood and how rotten it is, and you know, other factors like that. So that's about all I can tell you about it right now. So the idea is here again, let's try to fill this area up, and that'll build my soil up, and then I can walk out there and kind of keep it taken care of. So Trish will be hopefully not getting hurt or falling down too much, but she will be sticking a few things through there. So
I will do it very carefully.
All right. well, got a big pile right here, so pretty happy with it. I mean, that's probably 3 foot tall right there.
Look at all this.
Yeah, some of these really big flakes
Wow,
too.
Yeah.
And then take a rake maybe and push it over into that soggy stuff, and
Get some
yeah,
real
we've
estate.
put a lot on here. So I have running this one through here. I think I just broke the shear pin on there. It comes with 2 extra sets of them though, so I just got to disconnect it up there and replace those bolts. But that's how you figure out how much it'll handle. So it apparently is good with poplar and sweet gum. That's maple right there, red maple, and that's probably a little bit too hard for that diameter. Although it is 4 inches, it's I think the wood's too hard for it. So that's would be my
Still-
assessment.